Hello everyone, Had here, and welcome back to another Disco Elysium playthrough. Another stream of this magnificent game. As for announcements, today as normal, we start with Disco Elysium for about 3 hours, then a little bit of a break, then at around 9:30 PM CEST, more Football Manager 2022. All of my playthroughs will be on YouTube, so if you're watching on YouTube, then thank you very much too. Hi, I'm hoping that you like my channel, and I believe it is that. Tomorrow I will have a break, and we'll be back on Thursday. There's a little bit of announcement. I'm thinking about doing a break also on Saturday, not on Sunday. We'll be streaming on Thursday and Friday. Then on Saturday there will be, another break. And then I will be back on Sunday. I think I will do that in this week, but I will decide on Thursday. So everything will be, of course, updated once you are on my Twitch on my Twitch channel. Then all of the extensions and schedules should be updated. Right, let's continue our Disco Elysium playthrough. Low on health, put points into endurance. Okay. Again, this game is absolutely masterful, man. And yeah, we ended up here. We talked to René, I believe his name was. And we wanted to talk to this guy. Let's do that. Our plan for today would be to talk to all the people that weren't there before, or that we didn't talk to in our day one. So that's what we will do. Yeah. And after that, after we explore all the map, we'll go back to Whirling in Rags and talk to the Union guys who are there now. Yeah. That's a good plan. Let's talk to this guy.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
Gaston Martin. Okay, that's his name. You mentioned Jean-Marie Bellier. Who is that? Okay, tell me, what do you know about the dead man? What are the rules of this game? Looks delicious. Point to the sandwich. Can I have some bite of that? Okay, let's go down the list. Number 1. You mentioned Jean-Marie Bellier. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Who is that?
Oh, sweet Jenny.
Jenny.
She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
He gets a dreamy look in his eyes.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
There's an almost impeccably... I read that wrong. Imperceptibly. Holy shit. Sorry about that. Imperceptibly small tremble in his voice. For some reason I thought that it was impeccable, but no. It's imperceptible. Right. So you both know her.
We knew her, all right.
His friendly face lights up.
Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was René's first girl back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
He looks at the carabiner most gently.
And then you stole her from me.
He jerks forward, but then grabs his chest and stops. Okay. So there was a love triangle here. Easy fellows, no need for this to get ugly. Do not intervene. Sorry, but I really wanted to just ask some questions. Do not intervene.
Well, technically, you stole her from me. Because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
Okay, so there was a love triangle here.
We were just boys then. This was different. You
The tall veteran looks at you and nods.
No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company.
He turns to you.
Officer,
Sorry about the coughing. I don't know what's happened. Right. Oh, what happened to her?
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage, peaceful.
He smiles faintly.
René and I were both by her bedside when she...
He pauses, searching for the right word.
died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
He sharply fills the silence.
departed.
Yeah.
Until the very end she couldn't decide between us.
Hmm.
The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
His partner finishes his sentence, then chuckles. Why do you think she was indecisive?
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry.
The look in his eyes is happy and distant.
She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
Nothing wrong with weighing your options first. I mean, they are kind of friends now. They seem to be getting along. I mean, I'm sure it bothered them, right? It is a bit odd, man. It's a bit odd. I'm not gonna lie.
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
Okay, he says with a chuckle.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
He says with heavy resentment.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Thanks for sharing,
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
he says with a smile. Okay, let's talk some more about Jean-Marie.
Sweet, sweet Jenny.
Okay,
Of
Jenny
course,
Marie.
officer. Memories are all we have left.
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
He looks at the clouds wistfully. Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist.
He adds, smiling
You are
apologetically.
both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Reproach fills his eyes.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything.
His cheeks turn
I
red.
always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respects?
The old carabiner can't believe what he's hearing. Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
He assures you.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
The carabiner crosses his arms.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? I don't know why, but it made me fucking laugh, man. How do you know Evrard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
He says solemnly.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The carabiner snaps at Gaston.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. The blind leading the blind doesn't even begin to describe it, is what he said.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
The lieutenant lowers his voice.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
His cheeks turn red again. In many ways.
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard keeps me on the payroll. Just for the little things.
His eyes fix on the bulls in the crater.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that.
He frowns.
He's a Weathervane. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble.
He
Even
continues.
siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Evrard?
Writing work mostly.
He smiles.
Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I do little things for Evrard myself, nothing wrong with that. Oh, there's plenty wrong with that, my dude. Plenty wrong with that. The guy is a mob boss, and that's that. I mean, he's shady as fuck, man. Do little things for Evrard too, I feel terrible about it. I don't, I mean... Yeah, I don't like any of those options because I don't do little things for Evrard. Like, I lie to him. I lie to him that I do some things for him, but that's it. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm his peon or something. Yeah, let's stay on the track here, guys.
On the Union track?
Thanks, that's all for now. Conclude.
No, thank you.
Okay.
For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
He nods, smiling wide. I wanted to ask you about the Union again.
Sure,
Yeah.
officer. No, thank
What
you.
are the rules of this game?
Oh, the goal is to throw your bull
Bull.
as close to the cochonnet as you can.
He holds out the orb.
That's the cochonnet.
He points to a small wooden ball in the middle of the crater. Interesting. Tell me more about it. I think that's all I need to know about petanque. Let's go with it. Interesting. Tell me more about it.
Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope.
He explains.
Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you can tell me about petanque?
I could, but I'd rather not.
He
I
smiles.
don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
I think I get it. Thanks, Gaston.
You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
Shut up, Kim. No, I want to talk to him. I promise it won't be about petanque.
Hurry up then.
Looks delicious. Point to the sandwich. Can I have a bite of that?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food.
He says and quickly adds.
Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Please, man, can I just have a bite? Don't be a dick, Gaston. There's plenty for everyone. Okay, I'm not hungry anyway. Okay, this is like, it's not your sandwich, it's our sandwich, and you know the meme with Bugs Bunny. This is kind of communist answer, I think. Let's just, you know, if it looks that delicious, let's just ask him nicely. I mean, this is this is kind of more than that. This is a little bit of a begging now, but okay. Fuck it. Please, man, can I just have a bite?
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable.
Oh.
In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
He's squirming, avoiding your gaze. Please, friend, let's just share it. You're not hearing, man. I need the sandwich. Fuck's sake. Number 1. Please, friend, let's just share it.
Fuck off!
He jerks away, immediately startled by his own reaction. Okay, that was fucking funny.
A glimmer of respect flashes in Rene's eyes.
Oh, the thought is completed.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way.
He continues
But the
cautiously.
sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. You didn't mean fuck off, it's mine in a bad way. Okay.
And it's gone.
When
Alright.
the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Rhetoric, legendary. Convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich. 8% only. Let's see our rhetoric skill. Here. -1 from items. So yeah, before we do this check, we should change our clothes. And yeah, we are done with apparently the most important thought of all. Jamais vu or something? Yeah, let's see.
Jamais vu.
Jamais vu.
Derealization.
What a great art, man.
Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu.
Oh.
Not already seen, but never seen.
Mhm.
Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Okay, I'm glad we did that because we apparently have more dialogue with Joyce. +1 XP for every orb clicked. Oh shit! That looks like a great fucking thought. I mean, there aren't that many orbs, but still. Okay, I'm happy with that. I don't think I will ever like get rid of this thought. All intellect learning caps raised by 1. Also very, very good bonus. Okay, yeah. It seems like the most important thing that we, you know, internalized up until now. So, yeah, great. Accept. Okay, and we have only... No, we have 3 more thoughts that we are internalizing. The 15th in the tribe, Detective Cousteau, that is almost done, 2 minutes, and White Morning. Alright, great. Right, we wanted to check our to change our clothes. Right, -1 to rhetoric. Yeah, here, okay. And that's it. Do we have any pluses? Nope. Alright, let's see it. Let's see if we can
Officer,
convince
the
him.
side of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
Convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich, 17%.
A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political.
What is political?
This right here is political.
This city is going to shit. Sooner or later, some foreign anarchist is gonna steal your sandwich. That's a fact. Your blood sandwich, point to it, is a tool of the oppressors, designed to keep the proletariat docile. Okay, this is a communistic answer. This is, nationalistic answer, right? These options seem awfully fascist or communist. What if I don't want to say them?
Say one of these fascist or communist things or fuck off.
Holy shit! Say one of these fascists, fuck off. Okay, game, don't beat me, I'm sorry.
Whoa, Easy there, Goldmouth.
Holy shit!
He doesn't have to say anything.
Holy shit!
Re-engage cop mode and bail out, if you like.
Holy fuck, man! The game is bullying me. The game is fucking bullying me, man. Guess I will fuck off then. Back to police mode. Yeah, I don't want to be a fascist or a communist. Like, come on, man. Back to police mode, smile and nod. I have some questions, Gaston.
All right.
Okay.
Let's hear them, officer.
Holy shit, man. The game just bullied me.
Detective Cousteau.
Oh, man. This is fun. This is fucking fun.
Monsieur Cousteau, the reward for coming up with your classy new name has arrived.
Great.
What are the attributes Detective Cousteau should gain in? Obviously, savoir-faire
Okay.
and esprit de corps. You know exactly what they do and what those words mean.
Okay.
They're refined, like you. You have a ton of that fancy stuff. And if the world can't accept Raphael Ambrosius is your name, you will always be Detective Cousteau to yourself. R.A. Cousteau, sophisticated culture detective, specializes in ancient things and art.
Okay. Also, he's reading Cousteau in two different ways. Like, he's reading Cousteau, and I thought that that's how you're supposed to read it. And then he says Cousteau. It's a little, like, it's a small detail, but still. Okay, so Esprit de Corps and Savoir-Faire. Let's see bonuses. Okay, +1 to Savoir-Faire. This one sounds fancy. Let's have this. +1 to Esprit de Corps. Yep, fancy. Let's have this one too. I mean, everything in French sounds fancy, so. Also, you know, the appearances can deceive, like, and I think already, like, I already said it. Detective Cousteau. Okay, great, but, you know, the game told me, come on, this is fancy. You are not fancy. You can't be Detective Cousteau. I mean, again, do you expect that someone named Jean-Claude Van Damme could kick your ass? Because, yeah, by the name alone, you maybe wouldn't. But I think he could. Maybe not now, but you know, earlier in his life. Okay, I shut up now. Except, I don't know where the fuck I was going with this tangent. Okay, let's see what exactly, because Esprit de Corps is just, you know, cop culture, yeah, right? So you know, this is kind of like our sixth sense in terms of understanding how cops operate. Let's see, savoir-faire was in the yellow, right? Right. Sneak under their noses, stand with immense panache. Like, sneaking ability. Okay, acrobats, thieves. Savoir-faire urges you to be better than you are. It urges you to be disco. Slip by others in Samaran boxing style, then tumble out the back with unexpected acrobatics. It enables you to move with silent footsteps, to groove to a good beat, and to lift useful evidence of preps without them noticing. Okay, so kind of like, you know, our physical ability and style, and also sneaking. Okay, that sounds useful. I thought that, you know, the game will make fun of me, and, you know, they really wanted me to not research Detective Cousteau, but I did it anyway, and I thought the game would, like, make fun of me and just give me, like, I don't know, minuses to everything or something. But no, we got 2 pluses, so that's good. That's good. I'm happy with that. Right. Let's go further then. Okay, and this check opened. Conceptualization, impossible. We'll get to Joyce, but for now, we are done with these guys. We are done with this guy. This is just some drunk, and that's all. Yeah, we wanted to go here because there are some people who we didn't talk to. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's talk to you.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello, I am the law. Hi. so fucking tempted, man. I'm so fucking tempted. Annette. Sorry, Annette. I have to do this. I am the law.
I know, sir.
She stamps her feet to feel warmer.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
The fuck? I know, sir. Okay. What kind of a store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games.
She points
It's
out the
called
window.
Crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What is a book? What's a postcard? What's a board game? Don't be ridiculous, I know all these things. Just for shits and giggles. What is a book?
That is a book. They
She
have
points at the
stories
stance.
inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
She points at the stance. I mean, I'm surprised that she isn't surprised at the question. Like, she seems to have an answer ready. Okay. What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She observes you for a moment. What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
She pauses to ponder. Interesting, thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Okay, this girl, like, reminds me of... like... Hermione Granger from Harry Potter or something. Like, the character seems... Maybe it's the accent or something. But still, the character reminds me of her. Right. My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Yeah, she's definitely reminding me of Hermione Granger. What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide, as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
Yeah, and you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
She nods eagerly. I should have a word with the store owner, maybe. Such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of hard work, Potterhead. No, child labor isn't really that great. I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Okay, that's the coming answer. Yeah, number one. I should maybe have a word with the store owner.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
She stands upright and smiles like a little soldier. Huh. Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Your mom seems like a prick, man. Girl. I'm sorry.
There is stress and unease behind these words.
Yeah,
She's reciting etiquette.
she is. How's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
She looks over her shoulder.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Good to hear that it's going well. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Cursed, in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That
Oh.
they all go...
She's looking for the right word. Bankrupt. Ass up. Say nothing. Again, I'm sorry, Annette. I'm sorry. I have to do this. Like I fucking have to do this, man. They all go ass up.
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
She blushes. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought that may be a little bit more funny, but kind of isn't. Okay. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards of the window. I don't think curses are real. Do I want to be insane? Yeah, I mean, that's a naive question, isn't it? I think I'm already are. So let's go with number 2, man. Let's go with number 2. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards on the window.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But I don't see much more to look into here.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
She chirps. What do you know about the other failed businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
She looks a bit disappointed.
Did someone say sneak around in the cellar? We should do that.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself.
Oh, come on,
in any
Kim.
way. It does not exist.
Oh, come
I
on.
liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
You are the joy killer, Kim. Fine, I'll show you. But Kim, the plasmic manifestations.
No such thing.
The lieutenant stands at her side, stern and serious.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
The girl looks back and forth between you two. Stroke your chin. Enough about the curse. For now.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Annette looks at your shaved, prickly chin. It distinctly contrasts with the oily mutton chops and surrounded. Yeah, I have a rather weird facial hairstyle. Mutton chops? Well, okay. What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. She doesn't know what to say. It's that bad. Point to your head.
Crime is a deviation from the law, punishable by either a civil or criminal sentence. It's what the law prevents.
Why would anyone want to read about crime? Okay, I get it. Crime really gets the people going. Number 1, let's play the idiot. Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way. The law, as I said.
You don't look much like a policeman.
She examines you, as if to find something policemen like. Huh? Well, what does a cop look like then? Okay, then maybe I'm not a policeman? I should stop being one. Number 1. What does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Okay, she points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. Yeah, so like Sherlock Holmes? Okay. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. Nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important in the police work anyway. It's your point to your head. Like, he always fucking points to his head. And that's a little bit weird. Like, he never says it's your mind or it's your brain or it's your... He just points to his head. Wow, look at this guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen. I actually had other questions. Let's go with number 3. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. I mean, it kind of is. When you are chasing someone, I guess. Maybe. It's your point to your head.
Head? Yes.
No, your mind.
Yeah. A quicksilver mind. This Mullen guy looks like he needs 4 hours just to come up with a single idea.
No, he's wicked smart in the stories.
She gazes at the image of Dick Mullen frowning. Sure, when the author does all the thinking for him. Real policemen have to think and act on their own.
Like you, sir. Of course.
She
He's
smiles.
just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
She smiles mischievously.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay. The cover image of Dick Mullen seems to stare at you with harsh disapproval. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about the poor man getting a rich lady? What about when both of the men are bad? What about when everyone is poor? What about when the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? That's not romance for me. I had other questions. Number 4. Yeah, let's go with number 4. What about a book where the man and the lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Maybe I will. Yeah? You think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. Okay? No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life. Phantom limb.
No, I don't know.
She looks at you with puzzlement. Doesn't ring a bell? Alright, I ask your mom.
Yes, she knows books. Definitely.
She nods relieved.
What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain?
Probably an idea about my recent relationship with my ex something. What about the poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
Okay. Kind of, progressive and all. What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
That's enough romance for me. I had other questions.
Maybe some about other books?
She rubs her chilled nose with her fist. Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold, reddened cheek, then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
She smiles gleefully. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someday, maybe someone will write a book about me one day. Fame is for vain people. I have better things to do. These famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. I mean, fame could be for vain people. Let's go with number 2. It's a little bit more interesting.
Okay, sir.
She stamps her feet, waiting for what comes next. Right, let's try it then. 92% composure. Anxious body language, afraid of the curse. Let's see, do we have any minuses? No, we don't. We have 2 plus 2 bonus from items. Okay, buys you around the net. Let's see our clothes. Do we have maybe some more composure to add? Right, no. So let's try this
Every
check.
snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
She shivers as one falls on her nose. Okay. That's a nice thought. Okay, I'm going to deduce something now. 92%. Oh,
You
come
failed
on,
to
game!
deduce anything substantial.
Holy shit! Ah! What the hell? I feel really, really bad right now. Double ones? 92% chance and double ones? Well, fuck you too, game. Fuck you too.
She waits intently.
Fuck no, no. I'm a detective and I deduce that you are a girl. I'm a detective and I deduce that you are very small. Actually, I'm sorry. I can't deduce anything. Oh, fuck it. I deduce that you are a girl.
Come on, anyone would notice that.
She rolls his eyes, yeah. Like, what the fuck, game, man? What the hell? Screw you too, man. Ah, 92% and the game fucks me over. Right. Yeah. Working class woman. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. A good one, point at the book. Hello. No ceremonies, just hello. Let's ask if it's a good book. A good one, point at the book.
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She looks up briefly.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
She reverts her attention to a worn-out paperback. Phenomenal. Good, good, not. I'm a policeman. Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a
I
policeman.
know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangle.
He points to his knee. Kim is fed up with my shit, man. Good damn. They need the help of a policeman.
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the book at stand.
What with? A lot of things.
Yes.
For example, people tend to go missing.
Maybe your husband is missing. Watch her browse books. Maybe your husband is missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but... I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
She looks around and takes a deep breath into the night. Would you like to?
No.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. I can totally help you find your missing husband. Suit yourself then. I don't really care if your husband is missing. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing indeed. We are already playing an insane person, so hello. Why the fuck not? I can totally help you find your missing husband, ma'am.
Why are we still talking about this? I
Maybe
haven't
you're
lost my husband.
Maybe your children are missing.
No, absolutely not.
Her words come out quick as gunshots. Okay, so where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
She's definitely disturbed by now. Nanny, where are
They're
they?
not missing, sir.
No, they're at a disco. Getting down. Stupid disco dancing teenagers.
I know where they are. At the disco, dancing nasty.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
I'm afraid the danger is now greater than ever. Tell me, how old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
And can you describe me their appearance? Any features that stand out? Something that to make identifying them a little easier.
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? that they're in Jamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party.
It's for the investigation. I'm trying to be a professional. You're right. Let's not talk about your daughters. I don't know what got into me. Number 1. We're committed now. It's for the investigation. I'm trying to be professional.
There is no investigation here. I can tell you that.
She picks up a book and tries to concentrate. A flock of seabirds passes by. Maybe your cockatoo is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
A wrong emphasis in the voice acting, I think. She should read it like, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here. But okay, that's a minor quirk.
For what it's worth, I agree. But
Okay.
cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
What do you mean I'm being a cockatoo? Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
It's a trap. Never ever say what.
What?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be
Okay.
missing.
Alright, cockatoo is not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
She turns her attention back to the books. Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
I will do that, thanks.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
The fuck? Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip. Get a task. You're being sarcastic. Let's talk about... Yeah, let's get the task. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking.
That's all for the moment. I will let you read.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Find your heraldic bird. The working class woman said you're a bit of a cockatoo. What if it's true? Go read up on cockatoos in the bookstore. Maybe you'll discover something new about yourself as well. Oh, it's a prequel. Ah. What the hell this game is, man? What the hell? Right. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. The book collects the national receipts of Arda. They are all about lake trout. Gift books and molten candy. Okay. Let's talk to you.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting. I have to say, this is not like the best name for a bookstore, man. It's definitely not.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Oh, my hobo cup energy or my superstar energy.
Her face looks powdery and painted from all the makeup.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. So are you the owner of the store? I want to see what happens. I mean, we have money. We don't really need, at least for now, right? We don't really need any more money, but I want to see what happens. Yeah, let's ask. Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
She gives you a disapproving look.
One has to earn one's success,
Oh.
even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
It would forge ties between us working people. Good practice for fighting our common enemy. You misunderstand me. I'm a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is our tradition. Damn, you're right. What kind of a business relationship would that kickstart? Excuse me, I don't even know why I said that. A lapse of professionalism that does not represent my values. Okay, number 3. Damn, you're right. What kind of a business relationship would that kickstart?
Exactly.
Oh!
In this kind of business relationship, I could come and critique your work any time. I could demand things from you, limiting your creative freedom.
Okay, I got a 1 real. It's because of the thought, right? What is it called? This? Indirect modes of taxation. Yeah, this ultra-liberal thought. Ultra-liberal dialogue options give you 1 plus 1 real. Okay, I forgot about it, to be honest. I have to, like, remember it, and... Yeah, okay, I'll choose fucking ultra-liberal options then. Yeah, let's continue.
We wouldn't want that.
So, are you the owner of the store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice, high-pitched, sounds familiar. You've talked to her before, through the doorbell. Yeah, I did. I'm looking for a book about cockatoos.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Okay. What if I want to buy a book?
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn.
She fiddles with her pendant, then waves her bony fingers directly at you. She's like putting some kind of spell at me, on me. So what types of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She nods her glasses. Alright, I'll take a look then.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Yeah, your magic worked on me, ma'am. The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette?
She blinks.
I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Okay.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Yeah, what is she talking about? Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Oh, I want to punch you so bad. Yes, of course. No, she was definitely slacking off. No. It doesn't matter now. Tell me something else. Fuck's sake, man. Oh, yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to
Oh.
buy books after talking with her?
I'm compelled to punch you in the face, ma'am. 10. She's certainly very polite and helpful. 5. I felt some interest. 1. Not impressed. I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that.
Come now. It's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer.
She crosses her arm. So, what the fuck, man? 10 then. But come on, game. You gave me an option to not like go on with this shit. I'm more of a liberal than I am a communist, but still, that's fucking horrible, man. Okay, 10. She's certainly very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication
Fuck.
brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
You shouldn't have children, ma'am. She's immensely satisfied with the answer. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Yes. Annette is quite a trooper. She's a great value add. No. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. No. Okay, let's change the subject. Yeah, number 1. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir.
Fuck
In
you.
our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Her posture becomes very rigid. Well then, I guess I'm a communist here, and yeah, okay, let's be a communist then. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
She rolls her eyes. Depends. How much do you pay the kid?
Good sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
No, I hate you now.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
In some more developed countries, this sort of thing is two felonies. Child labor and slavery.
Those countries will realise they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
Her tone is decisive, not at all angry at the insinuation.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here.
The lieutenant taps his foot. Okay, let's change the subject.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Oh, I'm pissed off that I can't do anything about it.
Oh yes. How's...
The woman before you scans
fuck.
the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
Farewell for now, book peddler. Okay, I'm pissed off that I can't do anything. Like, come on, man. The way that she treats her daughter is very, very wrong.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover.
Oh,
Nearly all the titles
Heimdall.
contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
whoa, more Heimdall.
Mountains of it. Heroic quantities of Heimdall. Roy's puny shirt is nothing compared to the real deal.
Look through the display of books.
Rows and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall man. Solipsistic. Alright. Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from Heimdall and the scorched earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall colonies. Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast. Man from Heimdall and the snow crabs.
Is that all?
Not even close. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves. Man from Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall, Heimdall burning. There's even the Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Heimdall man, and so much more.
Do any of the books call out to me? Pain threshold, medium. Heimdall fan. I think we have some pain threshold, like, close, I think. Yeah. Let's see. No, we have physical instrument and shivers. Come on, this doesn't give me a pain threshold thing. It should. Like, this is a shirt of men from Heimdall. Okay, I guess I was wrong then. Yeah, let's try this check
The
again.
display rack is brimming with
Do any of the
worn
books call out
paperbacks
to me?
Featuring an extreme twinge at the
Oh.
back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Ow!
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Heimdall man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women? I'm guessing not. Storekeep, this book is misogynistic. How can you peddle such filth? Interesting. I'm a feminist, right? I think I am. Yeah, this was like the first thought that we have. Inexplicable feminist agenda. Yeah, let's go with a feminist one. Storekeep, this book is misogynistic. How can you peddle such filth?
The entire series is also endearingly racist, if I may add.
Okay.
Oh, sirs, I know. This really isn't representative of our values. But the store has to cater to its customers.
The storekeeper apologizes immediately.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyundai novels.
Holy shit. You know what? I mean, we have this perk that grants us +1 real for every like liberal answer, ultra liberal answer. And we have money, and I believe I already paid guard for the night. So yeah, fuck it. I want to have some things to read later when we go to 2 a.m. Yeah, I want to buy Man from Hampton and the Devil Woman.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
She nudges her glasses. Leave. Okay. So that's all here, right?
The display rack.
Right. Let's see here.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Storekeep, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with?
Yeah.
Do you have friends or family?
I have children, a family. I don't think so. I don't think so, man. Well, let's ask it. I may have. Yeah, number 1. Whoa, I have children, a family.
It certainly feels
Yeah.
like whatever you are will die with you.
Okay. I don't. Look at me. Who would want to have children with me? That's a pessimistic thought. I don't feel like I don't feel as if I have any kids. Yes, kids, friends, chicks. I have all those. Number 2. I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
She fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
So what about all these You know what? Let's ask this one more time.
Wonderful brow.
Who are you going to play board games with?
Yeah.
Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Yes, kids, friends, chicks. I have all those.
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures.
She fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty.
Okay.
It's
So what
a
about all these
civilization
viral
building.
things?
Lousy auras there. No,
She shudders.
role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
She looks at the table, crossing her arms. So it's like Harry Potter or something. The Catholic Church had a problem with those books too, for some reason. Okay, look through the pile of viral-related items.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my eye.
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
Well, shit, man. You know what? Again, I have money. I want to try it. Let's do it. I want to buy the Suzerainty game.
Wonderful wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome family game.
And I want to buy the viral game.
If you say so. But you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals.
She gives you a curious glance. Okay, let's leave. Those are interactable items. Great. Book: The Man from Helltown and the Devil. The frontispiece of this old paper book features a muscleman in chains kneeling before a salacious-looking woman on a regal seat. A bonfire lies between the throne and the man, casting shadows on the wall, and the shadow of the vixen's headdress looks like a pair of demonic horns. Okay. It doesn't really, like, represent that on the cover, but okay. Suzerainty board game. A civilization building board game where you get to choose a nation instead of to colonize and exploit other cultures. A star-shaped note on the box proclaims the game now includes a completely new genocide option. Holy fuck, man. Okay. Viral. That's how you pronounce it? Maybe? A high pastoral fantastique populaire board game illustrated with bucolic vistas and featuring odd-looking humanoid creatures. It's the 3rd edition mega setting, supplements, module, and can't be played without the main game. It's the 3rd edition mega setting supplements module and can't be played without the main game. So I don't have a fucking main game and I won't be able to play with it. Even though I bought it for 25 real. I think the game just... Okay, we'll try all those, you know. Again, the same as like yesterday. Or I guess, you know, 2 days ago when we streamed this game. Yeah, when we will just, you know, try to... when there's 2 AM, then we will try to go through all of the stuff when the time stops. Right. Let's go upstairs then. There's all here, right?
A small mountain.
Yeah. I clicked on all here. Let's go upstairs.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Store creep. What's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
She lowers her voice.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Look through the display of books.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie.
Yeah.
Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Okay, it's obviously a parallel to Sherlock Holmes. Also, Dick Mullen dies.
Oh no. Turns out he fainted to solve a case.
Okay, this is a parallel to Sherlock Holmes. Like, if you didn't know, a little bit of a tangent here. If you didn't know, like, Sherlock Holmes dies, right? Yeah, he had to be resurrected because Arthur Conan Doyle, the author of Sherlock Holmes, got many like, I want to say even death threats from his fans. Like, yeah, you can't, you can't murder Sherlock Holmes. You have to resurrect him or something, right? And like, many people wrote him, and yeah, he resurrected him, and that's basically the story of what is it called? The something in Belgravia, I believe. The story about Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty, and how they like both. Yeah, they basically both die at the end, and then it just happens that Sherlock Holmes just faked his own death or something. It's also depicted in the Sherlock TV series with Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah. Are there any more?
Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
Oh, that's interesting. That's actually a nice, interesting concept, man. A little bit ridiculous, but come on. I would read that.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Reaction speed medium 10. Who is Dick Mullen? Oh, shit.
Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
I almost fucking died. Okay, I forgot that I have only like 1 point here. Whoa. Right. We like fail almost every check. I'm getting kind of tired of this, man. Alright. Well, shit happens, I guess. I'm really tempted to start to, save scamming, but a quaint picture book brochure, very colorful. It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid. Another boring book, just discarded here. You know what? I have to have a 5-minute break. So let's do that. I'll be right back. Just give me 5 minutes. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Right. Let's go back to it then. What's here?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Oh, look through the shelf.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
Yeah.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Oh shit, I'm allergic to this bullshit, man. I'm allergic to that. Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And
I mean, it could be helpful.
There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Oh, okay.
This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Storekeep, what books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free.
She narrows her eyes. Okay.
I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Okay. Inland Empire, found something truly otherworldly. Come on, I have to fucking pass this check, don't I?
The throbbing
Right.
in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl.
Okay. What the hell is a pail? Yeah. I already seen this word like 3 times. What's the pail?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
Okay. What's this book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pearl, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pearl.
Sounds painful.
It is supposedly invigorating and good for the circulation.
What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pearl. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pearl and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
And what does this pale-aged liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
I should probably get my hands on some of that. What else is in there?
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pearl, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude.
Okay.
Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need.
Huh. Anything else of note?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Well, I certainly don't need that. I probably need that. I don't need that for 2 reasons. Only possible 2 reasons. One is obvious, and the other one is, I just don't need it. I don't have anyone to. Let's go with number 1.
You close the book and return it to its place on the shelf.
All right, I want to buy medicinal purposes of the pill. Yeah, let's buy all the books. I'm interested in them actually.
Indeed. Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you.
She mumbles, staring at the book for a moment.
Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
That also means that we will be poor again, but well, fuck it. We'll worry about it when the time comes.
This bookstore.
I just want to see all those things.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinaise.
Okay, Insulinda is a continent, I believe. Look at the map of Insulinda.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Okay, I don't understand one thing. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. This integrated into mathematics. What the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. This integrating into mathematics. Okay, and in the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou. In a bookstore, it's you. Squint first. Can you see cities on the islands?
You can. On Caillou, Revachol, a single black star. On Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu. On archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers. On Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
Look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
Again, with a pale. What the hell is the pale?
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Look at the map of Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
In the west of the river?
Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Oh, come on. I have money. I mean, I had. I gave them to you. Because of the board games, but still. You know, don't judge me too harshly. And also, you're a prick. I want to punch you.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
Oh, okay.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
It doesn't. What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Steal it instead. I mean, it's fucking 90 cents. I will buy it. I want to buy the map of Martinez.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Come on, I won't steal it. Right, so I have 2 more things. Medicinal purposes of the pail. What is a pail? A small green book giving off a peculiar foreboding impression, although it's hard to figure out why. It describes the various ways of healing the debilitating ailments through the use of the pail, some of which sound implausible at best. And map of Martinez. A worn and torn map of the Martinez area dating from 48. A title on the top reads, oh shit, Bienvenue à Revachol. I'm sorry if I butchered the first word. It's a bit out of date, as it was originally created by Design Studio in a failed attempt to spruce up Martinez and turn it into a fancy tourist location. Okay. Again, we'll interact with all of these objects once it's 2 AM. Not alone in our room, because I believe we could pass out, so it's better. And also, Kim has some dialogue, right? So it's better to do it with him, but still. I believe we ended on the gum wrappers, so yeah, we will start with the Menfium Heimdall thing and go through all of this. Right, so that's
Several
it, right?
The maps.
Right. And this.
The plaque on the shelf reads, biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. You will attain a place on this shelf one day, or die trying.
Storekeep, anything of note in this shelf?
I would say... the greatest innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
The woman hums to herself. Who or what is an innocence?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
She waves her hand, as if casting aside the thought.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest. What? So you recommend it? Okay, let's go with number 1, although I don't really know what it means. I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and the greatest.
Perhaps for a layman,
She
deep
scoffs.
analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
So you recommend it?
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one? Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Okay, I'll get it. Look through the display of books.
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between 2 of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Holy shit, okay.
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
You're so fucking irritating. You're interrupted by the shopkeep. I would punch you for several reasons, but mainly because you treat your daughter like shit. but you deserve to be punched for several ones. Like, oh, such an irritating person, man.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you.
Yeah.
You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
And also, I just, like, spent, I don't know, 50 real or something? Yeah, I'm interested in that Greatest Innocence book.
A true cultural touchstone.
She nods.
Enjoy the read.
Okay. What's that? Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic.
Shelves
Okay.
full of
And what's that?
a sulfur-crested cockatoo sits
Oh,
on the cover.
okay.
Its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems. You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
What about this guide to cockatoos, storekeeper?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Steal? I don't want to steal it. Come on. I want to buy the guide to cockatoos.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Okay. Alright, so 2 more things. The Greatest Innocence. The Dusty Tome brings knowledge on the history of innocences. It is written by one João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego, a masked fascist, okay, who tries to reach a conclusion on which of the innocences is the coolest in the world. Alright. And from a book From A to Zurich, a guide to cockatoos. From A to Zurich. All right, I now I get it. From A, as in letter A. From A to Zurich. Okay. Sorry, I was a little bit lost here. A book about different cockatoo species and their behavioral problems. Perhaps it could also offer some insight into your own often problematic actions. The spectacular major Majestic Cockatoo eyes you from the cover. Alright. And we have a quest about it, right? Find your heraldic bird. I mean... Okay, the rest of these things we will read, when it's 2 AM. But when it comes to this cockatoo thing, let's read it now.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major Majestic cockatoo, and the most common Bang Bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
Alright, what problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
Yeah, I see a parallel here. I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely. Who would ever want a chatty companion? I want someone who knows how to listen. Number 1. It would be nice to have someone to talk to.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else?
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Ouch. That must hurt.
Read about the funeral cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Cool. Read about the major majestic cockatoo.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
Read about the most common bang-bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoles name, bang-bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Honestly, the bird does sound a little bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Okay. The great and common bang-bang, that's me. Only the funeral cockatoo in its darkness can truly grasp the depths of my doom-laden soul. That's a bit emo. Isn't that obvious? Major Majestic, here I come. Oh, that's a superstar answer. I think you may choose that. But what if I am just a fuck-up-a-too? I fuck up and a cockatoo. I have to take some time to think about it. Okay. Not a number one. I am definitely not common. Not a number two because it's emo and it's lame. And it only thinks it's cool. Number three. Isn't that obvious? Major Majestic, here I come. I was leaning towards it, but a fuck up and a cockatoo seems like fuck up a two is like the most funny answer. Let's go with number four. What if I am just a fuck up a two? A fuck up and a cockatoo?
You're right. You're a fuckatoo embodied. This sorry-ass bird belongs on your heraldry. It probably doesn't even have feathers and only screams.
Put the book away. Great. Find your heraldic bird. Okay, I found it. Great. I'm fine with that. Right. Can I talk to you about something?
Hello again, esteemed
No. Esteemed officer. So she's like in love with me because I spent so much money.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I can tell if she already called me that, esteemed officer, or if she just calls me that because I spent money. But still, what's here?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Plaisance calls out from the counter. Shopkeep, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She fiddles with her pendant. You know, I kind of bought everything, so...
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
I mean, come on, you know, the most interesting thing is what's hidden and what's being forbidden. Oh, that's the word. I blanked on it, sorry. Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminoles ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
And who are the Semenese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Semenide Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Yeah, pull them open.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't really work.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Okay.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse, that's why you're afraid. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer and I need to get in there. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. I don't care, you can't stop me. I'll open them. Continue. Alright, I think about it for a while. Continue. This is about the curse, that's why you're afraid.
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. Mom, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery
What the fuck, man?
darkness.
Okay, I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. I don't care, you can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
She raises her hand and tries to stop you.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say.
I mean, I don't like you. Like, I really don't like you.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Okay, ignore the curtains for now. Let's talk to her then. Do you have anything more to say?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
So if it's just the storage room, then why it's behind the curtain?
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
If it's just a storage room, then why are you so tense? Yeah. If it's just a storage room, then why does it have a Semenese ward protecting it? If it's just a storage room, then it wouldn't hurt if I just peeked inside. If it's not like it's cursed, right? It's not like it's cursed, right? Yeah, number 2. Why does it have a Semenese ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
Yeah. She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said.
Okay.
They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
Doomed commercial area.
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Her voice drops to a whisper. She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their
Okay.
malicious spirits are still here. feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
Alright, that's why the like the doorbell thing had 20 options or something. Like they all bankrupted one after another or something.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
And also about this doorbell thing, that something was trapped inside the circuitry or some bullshit like that. Like the recording was trapped there. Recording of this woman crying. Do you remember that? It was really like in an early episode. Yeah. Okay, maybe there is something weird going on here. Maybe not a curse, but why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse? Have you sought help from anyone? That won't help. Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real. I don't think the curse is real. I just want to let you to let me in there. I just want you to let me in there. Sorry about that. Okay, let's be rude. She's fucking rude. Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists.
Oh.
And even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
I thought that is a question, that is a rude question, like, have you sought help from anyone, like, about your psychological state, because you're insane or something, but no, she answered that she contacted parapsychologist. Holy shit. Okay. I understood that wrongly, apparently.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism.
She shivers.
It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
I mean, I played The Witcher. It's, it's not that uncommon. Right. Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Point at her necklace.
Oh, this?
She holds the pendant.
It's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
She holds the pendant in her palm. It's ochre heart. That's how you pronounce it? Ochre? Heart glistens under the lights.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example.
She nods.
It's guaranteed to boost sales. 15%!
Okay, you're just stupid, ma'am.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
I had a few more questions.
Okay, but please.
Never
The
mind.
woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. 42%. -1. Gave a smartest parenting advice. A smartest parenting advice? She's like... Fucking... Oh. Fuck you, game. That wasn't the smartest parenting advice. It was... She still deserves to be fucking punched. I'm still not over that. About what she is doing to her child. Like... No, I don't know. She looks like she's 11 or something like that. She doesn't deserve to stand outside in the cold. Holy fuck. Let's look at drama. Okay, we have -1 from items. So let's say farewell for now. Let's look at our clothes. Let's see, -1 drama. Okay, the glasses. And do we have any pluses? Nope. Alright, let's try it now. And also, you know what?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Okay, let's try it.
Slither
Great.
up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
I was on the brink of saying fuck it, and you know, if we failed, then you know, restarting the game. But okay, we passed that check. Like some of those checks are really tempting to save scum. Wait, what if I don't want to lie?
You're not lying. You're giving her peace of mind. The means are thus justified.
To be honest, I'm not too like ashamed to lie to this horrible person. Mom, I came here to help. I've handled supernatural situations before.
Are you sure?
She looks
I don't
skeptical.
think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I sense the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out. I have returned from the void, a para-detective from a long line of para-detectives. Both of those seem ridiculous. A para-detective from long... Yeah, let's go with number 2. I have returned from the void.
You're no para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I see, I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. The spirits, like in the... you know, the spirit. Like in the spiritus sense. Let's go with number 2. It's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Oh, fuck. I am the Void Reverend. I have the powers to debat all the bad energies. Your words brought me here in the first place. The Seminese blood also runs from me. Number 2, I am the Void Reverend.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter.
Now you have to think of your
You
daughter.
are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Just ask my brother, Kim. He'll vouch for me. No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me. I mean, I would have picked one, but I want to see how Kim reacts. I'm guessing he will react like, you know, his reaction will be something like, don't get me involved in this or something like that. He will be really boring. But yeah, let's see what he will say. Just ask my partner Kim. He will vouch for me. The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening close enough. You've put him on the spot. Yeah.
Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
She shuffles nervously. A hand on your heart. On my honor. Actually, I'm not really feeling the vibe anymore. The psychic force has left me. Yeah, on my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
A timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Okay, so I can't do the first one. Thank you, drama. Of course, the entity. Close your eyes. For I have sensed its presence.
You have? The
She
entity
gasps.
takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
I think you are a witch for treating your daughter like shit, but okay. Chimneys aren't big enough for that. Chimney. The passage between heaven and hell. Of course.
Yes, That chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
Okay, she shivers.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Okay.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Farewell for now. Still don't like you. Investigate doomed commercial area. People say the commercial building of the plaza is cursed. No business will ever thrive there without going bankrupt. You promised Plaisance you'll look into this. Enter the sealed door behind the bookstore and find out what happened to the companies there. Search for the malignant entity. Plaisance said she lives inside the chimney. Find a way in. Okay. Do we have any checks open? Only for Joyce, Messier, and yeah, we are not doing the measurehead check. And I think those checks shouldn't be there anymore. To steal things. And also, look at that. Yeah, I bought a map and now we have a map. Okay. That's interesting. And it will tell me where the things are. Okay. I'm glad we did that. It's certainly useful. Right, let's look at that. Yeah, here is Joyce, right? Yeah, here is Joyce. A measurehead is here, right? This is whirling in racks. Interesting. There's a statue, a harbor. What the fuck is this? I don't know what this is. This cube, but okay. Right. I assume there's a water lock somewhere here. Fisherman shacks. Church. I don't remember this building, and I don't remember that building from my playthrough from 2 years ago. Merry-go-round or whatever it's called. Okay. Interesting. So I believe this is, the water lock. Like, this is the border. So we basically explored all of the west area of the map. Okay. That's good to know. Right. Search for the malignant entity. Plaisance said she lives inside the chimney. Right, let's try it.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room.
Pull the curtains open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
A small terrified O escapes from Plaisance as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. It's fucking dark in here. Wait a second. I never equipped it, but I believe we have to. I'm even dark here. That's a nice touch. Tools, right? Yeah, flashlight. Equip this to discover secret orbs in the shady areas. Yeah. Okay, this doesn't seem to be much help. What the hell? Why is it so dark?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
I don't see a door here. I wonder if it's some kind of a bug or something. Like, it's dark as fuck, man. Knock on the door.
Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed-out, dark echo.
Unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Kim, maybe you should go first.
Detective, you're the one in charge.
The lieutenant motions towards the door. Open the door and enter. Okay, that's interesting.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's an adventure. It's the netherworld, beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me. I think this may be the Artemis Boxing Club for young athletes. Yeah, it's from the doorbell thingy, right? Number 4.
I think you're right, though it looks like no one's been here in ages.
He says.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Okay.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Also, we have a skill point, I think, right? Right. Let's unlock our last thought cabinet, like thought slot. And what do we want to research? Kingdom of Conscience. Yeah, like if I have other options, then I will research other options, I think. Like this apricot chewing gum scented one is... it doesn't sound great. It's about my ex something. Let's go with Kingdom of Conscience. Right. Sand is dripping from the punch bag. The poster says Citius Fortis, the rest is worn off. Shot put ball. Maybe it's like an item for petanque or something? A ball used for playing shot put. A favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. Yeah, I think so. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Okay. I'll try to, you know, deal with that. Smells like leather and sweat. I will try to make use of this ball once I will talk once again to older gentlemen. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Let's try to...
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
Okay.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Okay.
Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
Maybe I was a part of some like athletic group or something in my youth. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating. But it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Physical instrument, legendary, leave the barbell. 17%, notice colors. Okay, leave and let's try... I'm pretty sure the man from Heimdall shirt should help me, yeah. Do we have anything more? Oh, and also this, but it's kind of the same thing, yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, let's try this check.
The barbell waits patiently
Lift the
on
barbell.
the floor, like a dog for its master.
Oh. Okay. It didn't work out then. Oh shit. I damaged
You
my
manage
health.
to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. See? See? This place is cursed.
Fuck you, you stupid barbell. Seems like I'm a little bit out of shape. Or maybe these gloves just suck. Whatever weightlifting is for the intellectually impaired anyway. Say nothing. Maybe the gloves just suck?
Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip.
The lieutenant agrees. Okay. Maybe you'll like encounter some weightlifting gloves or something. Right. Let's see what's inside here. The hallway is blocked by all the window panes and debris. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs. They remind you of blades. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Okay, I have some more money. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, mouth bitten. Is this Emma's atelier? Yeah, another one of these doorbell things. Interesting. Okay, we are getting rich, man. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Yeah, another one of these. What's this? Production schedule, filament memory. Yeah, what am I looking at? The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in her hand, its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads, production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Okay. By the way, the music is like ominous. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Okay, is that all? Yeah.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
Oh, okay. But the question is, which did they start with and which did they pivot to? What a strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad. That's just speculation, we don't know anything for sure. Okay, number one. Which did they start with and which did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
Okay. A strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
Okay. Was there a... yeah. But where are the clothes it used to display? The mannequin? Okay. everything here is done, right? Right. Sorry, I you know, it's better to double check, I think. Right. Also, it's funny how, you know, the flashlight is like chasing your mouse. What's this?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic, translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin.
What is a welkin? Let me Google translate that. Welkin. Okay. The sky or heaven, but I don't believe that's the meaning. And also it doesn't have a translation. So... Is this some... What the fuck? Okay, it's a creature. Like a gnome or something.
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Alan curse the back. Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says all non-welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Dalton can't keep but comment. Can't help but comment. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. Whisper. One of them is a welkin supremacist. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the welkins. Let's go from the top. Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
I mean... People like Studio Zaum, Estonians who created this game. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
The lieutenant nods at the welkin's facial hair. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Wirral, that's how you pronounce it. Also, it's this board game that I bought. Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Dalton looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
I think I already got this. Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise."
Okay, leave.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Hold on, how do I know what Kedron mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
So it's like a game. Game Master.
They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like.
Okay. So it's like an RPG. Like a board game or something.
A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
Alright, is it this board game company? I mean, I bought a board game that had the same Wirral thing on it.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
And also, they would distribute that to the whole world.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The lieutenant leaves across his finger, tracking the maddening rhizome. I don't know what this word means. Yeah, I have to check it. Rhizome. Kłącza in Polish. A continuously growing horizontal underground stem which puts out lateral shoots and advantageous roots and intervals. Okay, I kind of understand what it is. Yeah, right. The cost of airwidth alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean against his jacket. What else? Squint at the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay, so here, if we go here, then I will be in another like area. What's this? Scribbled across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Okay, but Like in a computer game. Or a board game. Yeah, what's this?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Okay, mainframe.
A radio computer.
Oh,
Just sitting here without anyone inside.
says Lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Turn on the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the compartment.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Oh, okay. Insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Remove the production schedule.
The filament slides out of its glowing
Okay,
nest.
insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place.
And also,
On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
I think I have a new... No, I don't have a new thought. I have, like, one of the thoughts are done, it seems. Okay? No, yeah. Okay, that's right. Press... play?
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter?
Of course.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Okay, you mean the glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes, I don't know. I swear I haven't touched anything. Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
This is the police. Please open this thing. Yeah, okay.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
The voice recites.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
The voice in the machine asks again. She sounds cold in the damp air. Is it my birthday?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Okay, a password. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
Still no.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Okay.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Okay.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Let's try the password for the production schedule.
Good.
Yeah, this is... I don't know the password.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you
What
today?
did you call me? Fortress Accident.
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through the catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual. She hums. And what's this? The interactive call-in radio game.
Any other questions?
The static drowns her response. You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. Okay, so she answered me, but I can't hear it. What are you? A machine? Are you still alive? I think she's like an operator?
Yes, I am alive. I am
Yeah.
74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
The lieutenant whispers into your ear. Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid,
They are merely cautious.
says the old lady.
It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian station.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well,
Some
I
static?
am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Press play again.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident. Please repeat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are
Press
still.
print.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Let's remove the schedule. I want to have it in my inventory. Because maybe we can, like, you know, show it. Or maybe we can try a different radio computer or something. Yeah, better have it on us, I think.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Okay, leave. And we are done with some thoughts.
The 15th Indo tribe. Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indo tribe was your Indo tribe, set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
Well, shit. Bonus, plus 10 cents for every green orb clicked. Learning cap for savoir-faire raised to 6. I mean, it's always useful to have more money. Okay, accept. And white morning. Oh, plus 20% zoom out distance. All motorics learned caps raised by 1. Oh, we don't have the narrator giving us this description. Maybe it's because I had the thing on bonuses. That's weird. Let's read it then. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the window sill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him, make him smaller, make him less you. Okay, still really like... not literal, like poetic. I mean, I would have to like read it and Maybe defer its meaning. Yeah, I think it's about, again, the X something. Yeah. Plus 20% zoom out distance. It could be useful. Accept. Right. We don't have any skill points, right? We don't. But... yeah. So we have all our slots occupied right now. Yeah, and I still, want to know all the thoughts that we will get. So I think what we will do is we'll start to forget some of these things. And yeah. Let's see. Magnesium-based life form. I mean, it gives us +2 volition, but I don't need it, I don't think. Maybe some kind of superstar is actually a little bit not needed for us. Like, yeah, we already have 6. Yeah, I think some kind of superstar will be the first thought that we will get rid of. Then... because I don't like this -1 to logic. It's kind of, we have -2 now. So it is kind of a pain in the ass. Then... I think volumetric shit compressor isn't that useful. It was only useful, when we went back to the body. But now it's kind of served its purpose, and that's that. Yeah, and then we'll, work this out. What is important and what is not. Yeah, let's talk to Kim.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Someone tried to exorcise the curse using technology. I don't think so. Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program, and not really. It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? Yeah, number 3.
Yes, that is the question.
The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
Okay.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games.
Yes.
Only these people were trying to automate it.
Yes.
Make it work on radio computers.
Okay. I got it right.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Okay, he nods at the fireplace.
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
I mean, game master, just, GM.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. Places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game.
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We World board game, with hit death thrown in.
He points to the chalkboard.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow, conclude.
Indeed. It's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. They were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of the investors' pockets. The curse got them. I see no other explanation. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Do we have any money? Let's give them more money so they can finish it and make it even bigger. Okay, the world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. I mean, that's a stupid thought, but let's go with it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Yeah. A half smile breaks out on his face. It's too late for that, I'm afraid, he says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl and the rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
He concludes. Right, we can go there, but are we done? Okay, we should be able to, like, zoom out. What's this? Shoes in the Battle of Melting Snow. Yeah, I think I got 10 cents for it. Like, the green orbs give me money. The Floorboards Creek. What's this? Okay, a postcard.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives.
Knock on it.
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Knock on it harder.
Still nothing. No one's home.
Knock even harder. Oh shit.
Those
yeah.
curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
Okay, that was stupid. Holy shit.
If this is really an entrance to the chimney, then there must be a furnace somewhere as well. Maybe there's another way to get in.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things?
I need to find the malignant entity cam. This is the chimney. This is not random, this is significant. I want to see what's on the other side. I can try. Blow gently on your bruised knuckles. Yeah, this is not random, this is significant. I want to see what's on the other side.
Why do you think there's something on the other side, necessarily?
The lieutenant asks, but you can see a spark of curiosity in his eyes.
In any case, there's no way we can get in right now. Let's investigate further.
Okay. Right, so let's go to the, like, other room, right? I think we are done here. Yeah. Let's go here. Equip a flashlight and no light areas. Yep, I am doing that right now. Okay, what's this?
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
What is this thing? It looks like a giant iceberg.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim, it's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door.
Let's take a look inside.
Look inside the refrigerator.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Okay. What is a giant bird-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice,
says the lieutenant.
What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red snarky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Okay, close the door. I wonder who's paying it. I mean, if this is abandoned, then who the hell is paying for this stuff? If there is no one paying, then they would like cut out the energy, I think, right? Or maybe Plaisance is paying it and not realizing it. Okay, let's see. If we click on this orb, will this change to 25? Yep. Okay. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. Right.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating, or maybe it's the entity. I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. Let's be kind of normal.
Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs.
He looks up at the ceiling. Smear your hands with coal. Okay.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient.
Why did I do that?
Maybe you could paint something with this coal.
Oh.
Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
That would be stupid, definitely. Those voices I heard. Maybe it's a malignant entity. Plaisance said it lives in a chimney.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist.
Oh, come
At
on,
least
Kim.
not the supernatural kind.
Don't be a skeptic.
Always has to be the skeptic this
Yeah. We are thinking the same game. Great minds think alike, man. Kick it with your foot. Okay, let's try to do this first. Yell hello into the furnace. Do we have... Okay, I'm kind of pissed off that I can't like check what I have on me in terms of clothes when I'm in the dialogue box, but alright. Yell hello into the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Also, there was a modifier +1 because I called it the slipstream again. I think this was like the call that was recorded and trapped in the circuitry, as Kim put it, or something. So that's interesting that I got a modifier for that. Continue.
Hello?
You hear a woman's voice answer.
You've awakened the entity.
This is the police. Who's there? I summon the ghost of the doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. Hello, are you there? Speak to me. Let's go number 2. I summon the ghost of the doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything?
There's a
I
pause.
can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Oh, the one that I punched. Oh, thank you. You didn't hear that I was punching it before. Alright. And also, it's a good thing that you didn't hear what I was saying.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Okay, so you have to like go back and check what's there.
After you, officer.
The lieutenant nods, then points upstairs. I want to like explore this area first. Kick it with your foot. Usually when I kick things or I punch things, I get -1, but I have to like grey out everything. Sorry. Yeah.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace.
Okay.
Your toe hurts.
Okay, that's fucking it. If I do it again, then will it punish me again? Yeah.
The hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
I fucking had to try it. I'm sorry. I had to try it. Oh shit. Right. An ice cream maker, the Frosted Unplugged. Unplugged. This word always reminds me of the Unplugged MTV concerts. Those were fucking good, man. Those were fucking good. Like MTV Nirvana in 1994 was like maybe my most favorite concert. And also, you know, Alice in Chains. Like many great bands played the Unplugged thing. Okay, tangent over. Let's see. What's this yellow thing? Oh, the flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Let's see it. Oh, that's interesting. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Okay. Maybe we're getting somewhere.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we? Look around the secret room.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period.
Okay.
Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
He points up at the rifles under the ceiling. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
No, you do the honors. Yeah, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifle skim.
Are these any good?
The lieutenant steps closer, curious. Inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye.
Okay.
Bolt action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This is old Belmar grave. This old Belmar grave looks okay. Take the rifle. Okay, is this our murder weapon? I believe we concluded from the bullet that it was fired by the Belmar Magrave rifle, so... Okay, let's take this.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
The lieutenant whistles as he admires the rifle. His eyes are gleaming. Isn't that the same gun that fired the fatal bullet? Yeah.
It's the same type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. But it's not the same gun. This one's been out of order for years. I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
What does this mean? A rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Right.
He likes this find. A
Is there
few
anything?
bricks of fall.
Nope. Okay, is there anything more in this bunker? No. Right, then what's here then? Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Okay. We gained one of the health thingies that I stupidly used. Oh, a change. Before we click on that, let's... At cellar window, people's feet shuffling by on the street. Okay. What's this? Insane mesh tank thump. +1 to drama. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Okay, this will take us to another, like... another area, so let's not do that yet.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Okay, let's unplug them both.
An electric sizzle The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's the red one. What? Because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason. I mean, because, you know, they were... Okay, there is a, like, logical explanation for me. I unplugged it because, they were still running and nobody knew about that they were still running, so... Yeah, let's not waste energy, I think. But let's go with number 3, I guess. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do the things without any reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing.
Okay, leave. Did something change here? Nope. Did something change here?
The beer's eyes are dead and
Oh,
empty. Ice
okay.
inside the fridge slowly melting.
That's nice because the the light wasn't there anymore, so that's interesting. Okay, we have 2 things that we need to check out. We have to go back here and go to this, to this area earlier that I was trying to get to. But before we do that, let's try this thing right here. Is this like another cellar or something? Need to pass time by a book, reading passes time quickly, yeah. I don't want to pass time quickly. Oh, okay. So we are out here. Yeah, that makes sense. It does, okay. Did any checks opened? Nope, I don't think so. Okay, let's go back then. Let's go back. Let's try to, like, talk to a person that's there, I think. Let's see. Drugs are bad, okay. Alright, where was it? Here, right? Right. Oh, it's open now. Oh, hello. This tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Novelty dice maker. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools, with emerald light shining through her hair. You know what? This music here is really, this music is really beautiful and uplifting. Yeah. Like, it already makes me, I don't know this person, but it makes me feel sympathetic towards them, so... Okay, continue.
Did you try knocking on my window?
Yeah.
I must have missed you.
Okay.
I've been listening to my Melius.
She taps on her headphones. Okay, that makes sense.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Die?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard.
Oh.
You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on. What do you mean by milieu?
Yes, a milieu is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed. I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance?
She blinks.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
I knocked on the metallic entrance, you know, the metal door. Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker.
Okay, she
Tell
says.
me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need.
Oh.
That's why you're here, yes?
No.
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like playing role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Answers. Squint your eyes mysteriously. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask some questions. Okay, number 2 now. For now. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly.
How strange.
She
Well,
says.
if you're interested, my rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stone and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Okay, I would like to order a die from you. What do you know about the man? Okay. I would like to order a die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
She nods. This is what she's here for. Do you know the viral unfeathered setting? I want to die for that. Do you have any cursed dice? Tell me about your most extraordinary die. I'm sorry, I don't actually want die. I want... I'm sorry, I don't actually know what die I want, okay? Just a normal die for me, please. Very regular. I'm looking for something to help me with my work. Actually, I need some more time to think about it. Yeah, we have this game, right? So let's try a die for this game, I guess. Do you know the world untethered setting? I want to die for that.
Ah, yes. Fortress Accident.
She shakes
It's
her head
too
lightly.
bad they never finished their game.
Oh, it's because I have two like whirl games. One, the board game I just bought, and the other is the Fortress Accident thing.
The Wiro Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motifs of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death.
She
For
smiles.
7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
Why do you need to cast in resin? Okay, what's a standard role-playing die?
It's an icosy tetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll. Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Why do you need to cast it in resin?
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and
Resin.
voila, it's It's perfect.
Okay, it's a deal, or did I?
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
She takes a small notebook from her table and writes something down. Can I order another die?
I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only produce 1 die per customer.
Okay. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity.
Shut up!
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard.
Yes.
You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Like Kuno and Kuno S.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She looks up at the window. Pale light comes in. And you never took your eyes off the work to look out of the window.
I might have, but
She
in
admits.
this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
Okay, I know what she means, but still, if you like focus, you can still see outside. You just have to like, you know. Or maybe it was too bright here for it to work. I don't know.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place? Look around the room.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney.
Oh.
You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows above.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She nods as the wind howls and from the furnace shaft above. Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then?
It's just capitalism.
She
You
shrugs.
only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Okay, that's fair. Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
She raises her brows. Plaisance is a wise woman, she isn't. She has Semenese trinkets protecting her against the curse. Oh, no, definitely not. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. Yes, that's actually an accurate answer. Number 3. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. Number 2. The bookstore isn't doing too well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the Doom commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. No, the railing isn't doing well either. The waitress just took off and the customers have trouble paying bills. You're right, the railing doesn't really looks like it's cursed. Fuck. We have to go with number 2. The waitress just took off because of me, and the customers have trouble paying bills, like me.
And then there is me.
Okay. She sighs, looking at the messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
14 years you've been doing that?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. So it's not really a curse, is it? A curse, is it? It's like, life, man. Number 3. The curse will get to you. Have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames, right? I'll be the first to admit there are many consistencies in this so-called curse. Yeah, number 4.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
She leans forward in her chair to study your face.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I think it still might be you that's causing this. Now your eyes very mysteriously now. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This world is a puzzling place. I mean, number 2 seems reasonable, right? There is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
It is, isn't it? She pinches the root of her nose.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
She adjusts the yellow scarf that covers her hair. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
You live here for 14 years and you don't know who Kuno is? Like... Okay, that's a little bit suspect. Like... You have to know Kuno, man. Yeah. Maybe you killed the guy who was on the tree. He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Yeah. Indeed, who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. No, number 2. It's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes. You mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yes.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out of the window. It's oddly quiet here at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did that community project work out? Conclude. Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work out, did it? Conclude. Yeah, number 4.
It didn't.
Yeah.
If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines. Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess.
She sighs.
There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
Like snuff milieu, okay.
What's the snuff milieu?
Yeah, narcotic of some kind?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Shame of those windows, I'm not giving... okay. Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu?
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Okay.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Some... Sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts... Okay.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Okay, so this is like an equivalent of dark web or something, where you can like, I don't know, there are some stories that you can like watch some murders or something. Okay. Actually, don't know if it's true. The lieutenant turns to you.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Then she lets the thought go. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts laying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Holy fuck.
Anything else?
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name.
Emma.
They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activists? What in the name of... I don't know, insects had any rights or activists? Yeah, number one, insect rights activists? What in the name of...
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on.
Okay.
The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects. To be honest, I really fucking don't like insects. But insects don't have any brains or feelings. I mean, okay, we are getting into like philosophical shit right here. Like they probably like do. They got what they deserved. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. Also, that's right. Yeah, that's a good escape from the situation. I mean, I don't want anyone actively to start hurting living things, but also, I don't like insects, man. Yeah, number 3 is a good save. They got what they deserved. Making clothes out of beetle wings, yeah, I wouldn't even wear that. It's a terrible idea, it is.
At least it had some spark to it. Most young designers just combine lace with leather and call it original.
She shifts in her simple workwear shirt.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Okay.
Anything else?
What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant's stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
A sword? What? That's a strange thought. I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
Yeah, she closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean chronically liberal? What happened? I'm pretty sure she means that they didn't keep their schedules, right? Liberal means free in the truest form of this word. So yeah, they were just didn't pay much attention. What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seem to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Really, they must have been on a gigantic ego trip. I mean, it did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism.
Okay.
You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Yeah.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. It is. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. You're right, they should have just tried harder. They had everything needed to succeed. Well, it is incredibly hard. And I don't even mean that in a funny kind of way. It is. Some people, can do it easier than others, but still. It is incredibly hard, yeah.
And so is producing something extraordinary.
Her eyes wander to the shelves full of die prototypes and discarded models.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Alright, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back disapproving.
Sounds like she really doesn't know how to be a female ally. Fritte does the same thing.
It does? I know a girl just like that. She works in Fritte as a cashier and she's not particularly friendly. You mean you should learn how to support other women, not bring them down? What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is a dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. That's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? I don't know. I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to know, did it work out for the business? Let's go with number one for now. Fritte does the same thing.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples, like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravishore Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Not so many. Is the marketing doing its job? I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared, like it could become alive at any moment. I killed that bear. Yeah, number 4. I killed the bear. I unplugged it.
You did what?
She rolls her swivel chair an inch closer to you, unsure whether she heard you right. I had to kill the bear to become the bear. I murdered it with my own bare hands. I laid it to rest. It's my trophy now. I unplugged the fridge to help Ravishore Ice City cut their losses. Number 3 is just boring, man. Number 2, I murdered it. With my own bare hands, I laid it to rest. It's my trophy now.
Really? You broke it? What a shame. It was a terrifying beast, but I was fond of it.
I didn't break it, I just unplugged it.
The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants.
Okay.
He called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
Cool.
Why is everyone doing drugs in this place? Even the taxidermist?
Megatherion.
Megatherion. A mega wild beast.
Not the ice maker. What's a mega wild beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. I don't have a comment on drugs. I don't do drugs.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
And they are bad, okay? Not the ice maker.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Okay. Whew. She seems almost sad. Finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly.
Little sparkling embers under the window. Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
She rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusky skin.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
So you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours? I'm pretty sure it was. I was wondering about the Willing in Rocks. Is it part of the same building complex? I saw a name Delta Pinball. I think we can ask all of these. Let's go with number 1. You're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the Willing in Rocks. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Doom commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
I saw a name Delta Pinball on the doorbell.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice? Don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
She raises her finger.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Lieutenant chips in. What do you have against pinball, Kim? Okay. A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream SCA. Someone answered, yeah.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
She looks like she doesn't really believe you.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
First, it wasn't Plaisance. I know her and would have recognized her voice.
Oh, right. But did this person say anything?
She still sounds skeptical. She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics, yeah.
Tricentennial Electrics?
Sorry. Tricentennial Electrics, yeah. I apparently can't pronounce it. There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
I mean... It was a recording, so...
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or... Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
I don't think it was a prank. You're right, I probably just got made fun of. No. It was something else, something eerie. I believe it was. It may have been some sort of rare electrical anomaly. Yeah, number 3. It may have been some sort of rare electrical anomaly.
A prank is more likely, no?
No.
Oh, the kids these days.
She shakes her head.
We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
I don't think it was a prank, like... What? It wasn't a kid that answered, it was a woman. Although, the kid could have a recording, I guess, but... that doesn't make much sense, does it? I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Sure, I'm listening.
Actually, I had other
Good.
questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. I'm listening. Good. I hope it
Okay.
clarified things a bit.
Shivers,
What
legendary.
else?
Why hasn't her business failed? You know what? Let's leave for now. Also, let's see what the thought is about.
Kingdom of Conscience.
Oh, right.
The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet.
Okay.
The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded.
Alright, centrism.
Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
Let's see what bonuses we have. Moralist dialogue options heal +1 morale. Okay. Learning Cup for Volition raised to 5. Learning Cup for Logic raised to... not the greatest thing in the world. Okay. Right. Right, and the 15th in the tribe. Okay. Right, so we only have like this thing right here. Do we have any points? No, but we are very close to having some. Yeah, before we do something, pick up the dice from Dice Maker. Dice Maker said that your order will be ready in 8 hours. So in like 10:16 p.m. Okay. Pick it up from the doomed commercial area and be sure to have some money with you. I'll try. I have some perks that, you know, grant me more money. And yeah, the postcard and the rifle. Right. Can I equip the rifle? I can't. Okay. Interact. Handwritten note on... Yeah, I forgot to interact with that. A handwritten note you found from the giant iceberg fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the refrigerator door. Yeah, let's
The
interact with
note
it.
is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Kuno. Okay. So they weren't like, I had like the idea that they were there, like it was abandoned for a pretty long time. Like they were trying to make this game maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. But actually it might have been a year ago or even less than that. Interesting. Let's continue.
You find the filament memory with the offsite copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sulisław.
Oh, interesting. Another Polish, like, name. It has the Polish L letter. The L with a, like, how do you call it? Shit. Wait a second. Kreska. Yeah, with a line. Just line. I thought that there was some other, like, maybe some other word for it. But yeah, L with a line is Eł. And wy. And you read it like Sulisław. And he read it right. The narrator read it right. But also, it seems like a Polish name, but Sulisław, I never met anyone who is named that, right? Like, it's a very rare name. Like, holy shit, like, very ancient, maybe not ancient, but really old name. Like, maybe someone was called that 500 years ago or something. Yeah. Interesting. There are some notes to like, Polish language in this game. Okay. I wonder who wrote that note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry. Maybe it was because of the entity. Yeah, maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
Remind me again, what's the filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right?
Okay.
It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Who's that little ginger kid? Yeah, it's Kuno.
Really? You don't have a single guess?
I have. The lieutenant looks at you, the corner of his mouth curled into the smoke grin. You mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Right. Also, we wanted to forget some kind of superstar. Unfortunately, I like the idea behind this thought, but the bonuses themselves are like the learning cap. I don't have enough skill points to care about that, so yeah. Let's forget this thought. Or maybe before we this or this. Yeah, let's forget some kind of superstar. Forget thought for 1 point. Thought will be lost forever. Okay. And let's internalize apricot chewing gum. Chewing gum scented one. Right. Right, and that's all. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Okay, we have to get back.
Didn't you
there.
see one right next to the breaker box?
Yeah, I think so. Right. And yeah, I wanted to have it like there was a check with her. Holy shit. Map. Novelty dice maker. Shivers. Right. I forgot what the skill was. What skill is being checked here? Shivers. Do I have any shivers? I think I do. Oh, I don't. I have +2 already. Okay, so let's try the check then. Let's save it also. And let's try the check. Oh, also I should probably, like get going. But let's do it really quickly.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Can I order another one?
I'm sorry. No. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so
I'm
I can only purchase 1 die per customer.
It's funny how she says it. I'm sorry. Okay, why hasn't her business failed? the chances are not too great.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes, you need to connect, and if you don't... Yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it. Start taking off your clothes, you need to connect.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
The dice maker stares at you. Why you start to fuss with your pants?
Officer!
The lieutenant exclaims sharply. The zipper, it's stuck! Is it just me? Or is it hot in there, in here? Oh shit, I'm trying to lower my body temperature. It's part of this special technique I have. Never mind, that was a terrible idea. Do up your pants, yeah. It is fucking terrible idea, man. And this music, what the fuck? It doesn't... Oh shit, I'm crying. It doesn't fucking connect at all, man. Yeah, number one, the zipper, it's stuck.
Oh no, not the zipper.
She rolls over to the other end of her table with a chair, looking for something to grab from the toolbox.
A tool to get the zipper open?
Really? Are you going to help me? Is it just me? Yeah. I'm trying to lower my body temperature.
And why would you do that?
Is it just me or is it hot in here?
No, I don't feel hot. We're in a derelict smokestack. If anything, then it's cold here.
It's part of this special technique I have.
And what technique is that?
She squints at you, a little astonished at what she's hearing. You still haven't gotten your zipper open. Okay, hear me out. Sometimes I get these feelings. What the fuck, man? You know what? Forget it. It was a bad idea. Okay, hear me out. Sometimes I get these feelings.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
Yeah, I am. What the fuck, game? What the fuck? I mean, I have to choose these options because they are so fucking funny. I cannot not choose them. But holy shit,
Officer, this isn't how mature adults deal with their feelings.
Oh shit!
Now
I almost died.
of shame washing over you.
I almost fucking died. I feel so... No, not like that. It's like I can feel the wind, or I don't know, the air pressure, and then the air tells me things. Can we please just forget this ever Number one. Yeah. Not like that. It's like I can feel the wind, or I don't know, the air pressure, and then the air tells me things.
The air pressure told you to take your pants off in my studio?
What the fuck, man?
This is not going very well, is it? Word-wise.
Referee. No, I'm not explaining this very well. Yeah, exactly.
Can you please employ
shit.
this special technique somewhere else? I work here and my work requires concentration. Half-naked people don't help with that.
She turns away so that you can zip up your pants again. Shit, I chose the wrong option here. I didn't mean to choose the second one. No, well, whatever, man. Holy shit! Holy fuck! I didn't expect that to happen. Whoa. Ho ho ho. Okay, man. This game is insane. This game is fucking insane. Holy hell. Right. Yeah, we have to go back to the bear thing. And we'll probably just... I think that's it, right? Let's double check it here.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
you.
leave. Holy fuck, I didn't laugh like that. I mean, I laughed like that in this game already, but well, that was like it wasn't that funny, but I laughed, you know, like a maniac because it was just shocking. Like what the fuck, game? I didn't expect that to happen, man. Yeah, yeah, this thing, right? Let's try.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Try to crack open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here.
Okay.
No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
I mean, we can try, right?
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory. From there, you can equip it to a held slot.
Okay. Let's equip it then. Here it is.
This orange machine is dead still.
Oh,
it has a hand-cranked ice cream
3%.
churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Okay, so I have gloves, so those help, and +2 machine unplugged. So okay, it's good that I unplugged it, but it's still -20. Pry bar is not strong enough. Holy fuck! Well, let's try it. Crack open the lid.
The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
What is this?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Advanced? Where do we get one?
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Also, I would think that maybe, I don't know, a lighter could help, or something really basic like that, to melt the ice. But, alright, if not...
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough.
Okay.
Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Right, let's see. Okay, I have to end this right here. Holy fuck! I mean, I wanted to like say that the stream wasn't like that interesting, unfortunately, as it was a couple of times before. Like it seemed we were just doing a really like big side quest, big long side quest, and that's it. But at the end of it, holy fuck! I'm glad we failed this check because I haven't laughed like that. It wasn't, you know, the act of it itself was kind of creepy, right? The old man is taking his pants off, and yeah, it's not great, but also it was so shocking and so not like, so like, what the fuck moment, like what the fuck game? It was so random. Then yeah, it was funny as fuck. Oh, I think I cried from laughter at that one moment. Like, holy shit. This game is insane, man. This game is insane. Right, we will end on here. In the next stream, we will go to Plaisance, like talk to her about this curse, I guess, and yeah, then explore the the whole area, try different tracks, maybe that opened. And then after we do that, we'll try to go back to Whirling in Rocks and talk to the Union guys. Yeah, okay, I'm streaming almost for 4 hours. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this playthrough on YouTube, thank you so much for that too. I organize my playthroughs from Twitch streams in the YouTube playlist, so everything, you can watch everything that I make, really. I plan to do some other content on my YouTube channel, but well, it's not time for that yet. I think I'll start doing that maybe after the Disco Elysium playthrough will be over. At least I want to make one critique video about it, because this game is awesome, and it's unbelievable how well it is written. How it makes you, like, it evokes in you all emotions possible, right? It's you I don't know, man. I laughed to tears today, but also it makes you sometimes sad, it makes you sometimes angry, it makes you like all of the emotions across the board, and it's written like it's on a genius level. I think it's on a fucking genius level, and I will keep saying that. The best written game in the video games history. Right, as for the streams themselves, yeah, tomorrow I will be taking a break, and I'll be back on the Thursday, and yeah, I think I'll be streaming Thursday and Friday, and then I'll be taking another break on Saturday, and I'll be back on Sunday. I think I will just update this info now when I will end the stream. Again, after about half an hour, maybe a little bit more, I will go back and yeah, we'll stream Football Manager 2022 today also. So that's that. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are around the globe, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Goodbye.